Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this new moon solar eclipse in Aries, April 8th, 2024. Psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And you may want to watch this entire video because your sun sign is not the only thing that's going to be affected by this new moon solar eclipse in Aries. And remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign are going to resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. So don't forget to watch the entire reading, or watch, if you know the elements that correspond with your sun, your moon, and your rising, you may want to watch that. And if you would like to get a more detailed and descriptive messages and predictions for your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, you can get my solar eclipse in Aries, April 8th, 2024, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. That link is posted down below in the description box in the Show More section. And you can also get these videos by going to my website at theluckymermaid.com. And there you will see, these are all my Vimeo videos I've recorded. So when you click on whatever sign you want, under the heading of the video you want, that link will take you directly to that video on Vimeo. And this is a big eclipse. Actually, I feel like both of the eclipses are big. The lunar eclipse in Libra that we had, the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra that we had on March 25th, 2024. And this one, especially this one, major change is going to happen. Remember, eclipses bring fated events. They also bring change, new beginnings, endings, blessings, and karmic lessons. And the eclipse effects usually last for about 6 months or even up to a year for people. But for the collective, for the world, sometimes eclipse effects can last even up to 3 years. So I hope you'll decide to check those Vimeo videos out. So now on to this psychic crystal reading for this solar eclipse in Aries, April 8th, 2024. And I'm starting with the element of Earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Earth signs may be trying really hard to regain their stance in something. Could be a position at work, could be a position in family, could be a community, respectability and position out in the community or in the world. That's one of the ways I see the earth signs being affected by this eclipse. And trying to build back up something that has fallen apart. Now, for some of you, it could be a structure, a garage, a shed, a part of your house, a roof, your home. But it could also be relationships. Some of you are going to invest in something that's going to blow up. And I feel it could be stocks or cryptocurrency, but it could also be some like property. And when I say blow up, my guides are saying like advance, like grow, not blow up in a bad way. Well, ironically, because you would think it would be the other way, but it could do really well for you. And you're going to have the benefit of like whatever you put out. So, or it could be negative if you're not putting out the right things. But I get whatever you put out is going to come back to you tenfold. So any good works, any charity, any kindness, any donations, any anything that you're doing to help other people in any way, it will come back to you in a good way. But if you're putting out negative stuff and negative of anything, words, deeds, that could come back to you too. So be very careful of that. Over, like right now, when you're hearing this video, and for the next 6 months. Some of you are going to begin a new job. It could also be a new aspect of a job you already work at, or it could be a new business or something you're starting in a work or business related sense. And that energy is going to last very strongly from now until the end of August. Some of you are going to have the blessing of completion, of finishing something that you have poured your heart, your soul, and your energy into that may have taken a very long time. It could be a building project, home improvement, could have been your own physical body, something you've been working on with health or fitness. It could also be like a book or a song or some project that you want to put out there into the world. You're going to have the benefit and blessing of completion. Some of you earth signs are going to have the blessing of passing a test. And it could be a literal test, like a driving test, a test at school, a test to pass some kind of program. But it could be a test of spiritual test. It could be a spiritual test. So don't think it's necessarily a test you're going to sit down and write on a piece of paper and pass. Some of you, yes. But some of you, it's a completely different kind of test. You may be tested by good and evil. What you going to pick? You get something real tempting, but, it might be dicey or a little tricky, or you're going to take the path of the straight and narrow. You could be tested about that. Now, here are the 3 cautions for the earth signs. You could really make a muck of stuff and muddy up the waters by sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong or being too forceful with your words or opinions because what I'm seeing, my guides are showing me there's a conversation going. It could be between you and somebody else, but I feel like there's multiple people there. So it could be family, could be at work, could be with a bunch of friends. And I see you sticking your foot in it, and whatever you say, you're going to trigger people. Like, people could be mad at you, what you say, or your opinions could, I'm getting mud. I'm seeing muddying up the waters, and I'm seeing agitation of people. So take that for what you will. I'm not your mom, right? I'm not your mom. I'm not your aunt. I'm not your sister. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You can do what you want. But my advice is think twice. When you feel that urge where you really want to step in there and you really want to give your opinion, or you really have some sarcastic thing you want to say, I would advise you to stop and not do it, because not only do you make the situation worse, people are going to be mad at you. And I do feel you will, maybe at the moment, you're going to be like, I don't care if they're mad at me. Later on, you will be sorry. So don't have regrets. Heed that message. But again, I'm not telling you what to do. It's advice. You can take it or leave it. Okay, this is a good one. My guides are saying, don't do stuff in an unpredictable, spur of the moment, without thinking, impulsive manner. So you may have some great inspiration like, I'm going to go bungee jump. I'm going to jump off the roof into the pool. How many videos have you seen of stupid people jumping off a roof into the pool and they hurt themselves badly, or they land in bushes or something? I'm not saying that's what you're going to do, but that's what comes to my mind. Don't do anything impulsive. If you're like, you know what? I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go say that. I'm going to go, like, careful, cutting your hair, dyeing it a different color, eating stuff that's questionable, thinking like, well, I might have an allergy to this, but I'm probably all right, but I'm not sure. And then you eat it and you get really sick. I mean, I feel like any kind of off the cuff, spur of the moment, impulsive move, I feel like you're going to get like a warning. Intuition in your stomach is going to go, like, don't do it. Warning. Warning, Will Robinson. That you probably don't know that. That's from Lost in Space. That was a show that was on when I was a kid. The robot. I can't think of the robot's name. But anyway, I'm getting, don't do it, because you're either going to get sick or you're going to get hurt or something negative will happen. You guys really need to listen to these cautions. I'm not your mom or your aunt or your sister, but I am your psychic here today. So please consider the advice. At least consider what I'm saying. This is another interesting one. If something looks weird with your finances or the financial markets, or something to do with money, your personal money or money going on out in the world, again, this is kind of like, don't be impulsive. Like, don't make any knee-jerk decisions and sudden moves about it. I wouldn't. Just wait. Wait. I mean, if you can wait 4 to 5 days, something about it's going to look different. So if that jumps up for you and you're like panic mode, beware of panic mode. You got to wait for the dust to settle about something. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This eclipse could make the water signs ask a lot of questions. It may drive up so many questions in you, like you may feel like you're bombarded in your mind with, why is that happening? Why are they doing that? What should I do next? Like, you're going to feel, I don't feel like people are bombarding you with questions. I feel like these are your questions. Some of you water signs may have a match with somebody. Now, I get it 2 ways. One, it could be a match with somebody romantically speaking or in a friendship sense. And for others of you, it could be a match where you have to have some kind of competition with somebody. I know that sounds diametrically opposed, but that is what comes up here. So some of you water signs will find over the course of the next 6 months, because eclipse, or even up to a year, eclipse effects can go that far out. You will either get in a match with somebody romantically or friendship-wise, or it will be a match that you must like have some kind of like competition with them in some way. This will be an eclipse for the water signs that's going to really drive them up to try new things. So, maybe you never did rock climbing before and you're going to want to try it. Or you never, maybe you've never been around water and you never went out on boats before, and an opportunity comes up for you to go on a boat. Or, anything new that you haven't tried before. Or I don't feel like it's places. It feels like activities or food. like you're going to be inspired to try these things. Some of you, this eclipse is going to make you feel like you want to be dominant and kind of throw your weight around. So that could be if you own your own business and you're a boss or a manager or a supervisor or at a place where you work, you may be like extra bossy, or with your kids or even to your significant other. You could feel like you want to throw your weight around with like authority and dominance. For some of you, a new romance is going to bloom over the next 6 months. Some of you will get, like, my guides are calling it an elite package or gift. So like somebody's going to give you something. It could be an opportunity, but it could actually be an object, like an old antique that's valuable, or a really cool watch that's very expensive, or, you know, I don't know, it could be anything. But my guides are calling it a elite gift, and it's like valuable. It will be valuable to you. Some of you are going to get some financially sound advice that comes through that will be extremely beneficial and helpful to you. Could happen the days of the eclipse, days around the eclipse, but it could also be the entire month of April, or up to 6 months or even a year. But getting valuable financial advice and information is going to come to you. It's going to be very helpful to you. So here are I have to do it this way, 3 cautions for the water signs as to what you need to, warnings or cautions about this eclipse. Wow, this is interesting. I saw hummingbird. I see hummingbird in the crystal. So look up animal totem hummingbird for you water signs. I'm hearing that there's something coming that you can't stop. And you may want to stop it, but you cannot stop it. So you might as well just sit back and let that wave pass through and let it happen. Now, for some of you, I feel it's information coming out that you want to stop. For others of you, I feel it could be some action, like you're going to get moved to a different department at your job, or your hours are going to get reduced at your job, or they're going to make you work more and they're going to give you more duties and responsibilities that used to be other people's responsibilities, and now you're getting it. So some of you, it's something you want to stop, but you cannot stop it. So you might as well just try to remain calm and let whatever this is play out. I hope you remember that, that when something drives up that you're like, oh my God, I want to stop that. It's not stoppable. Here's another caution or warning. I don't know if you're going to take this as that, but I get a guest comes to stay, and they may have to stay a while. Now, why is this a caution or a warning? I don't really know, because I'm honestly not getting like an overwhelming negative feeling about it. But so someone, like maybe it's one of your kids or a parent or another relative or a friend that's sick or down on their luck, or something else is happening, and they come and stay like a guest, but they're going to have to stay for, it could be over the duration of this eclipse. The strongest effects of it are for 3 months, then 6 months, then up to a year. So it could go anywhere in that time frame that they're staying. The only thing I can pick up about it is it may make you feel a little unsteady or unsure, but I have to be honest, I'm not feeling like it's an overwhelmingly negative thing. But then again, I'm not you, so I don't know. So the third caution or warning for the water signs. Some of you are low on vitamins and minerals in your body, and you may need more potassium, is one of the things getting mentioned, but it could be other vitamins and minerals. So it's a caution or a warning. You may want to look into that. Some people don't believe in vitamins and feel you can get everything you need through food. I would have believed in that in the past, but with the way our foods are affected by chemicals and preservatives and other things they do to food, I would say taking some kind of vitamins and minerals would be more helpful. So, but potassium in particular was mentioned, and I'm seeing bones. So I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. Maybe you guys can look this up. I don't want to stop the video to look it up to see what I pick up about it on the internet, but it could help with strengthening bones. Potassium possibly strengthens bones. I don't know, but it comes up here. So that may be something it's a caution or a warning. So it comes up like you need more vitamins and minerals that would be helpful and healthy for you. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. Now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This eclipse is going to make the fire signs want to start new things. So it could be a new business, a new project, a new love relationship, new friendships, new hobbies, I don't know what, but it's going to inspire you to want to start new things over the next 6 months up to a year. This, my guides are saying the time is high for some of the fire signs to have big procedures. So if you needed to have any kind of surgery, or even if there was some kind of big procedure you needed to do, like buy a house, sell a house, renovate a place, move to a different country, this eclipse is going to affect you in that way. Wow, you could have a weird situation here, fire signs, where somebody that was a friend becomes an enemy, and an enemy could become a friend. Over the next year, could be strongest the first 3 months, 6 months, or up to a year. Some of you fire signs are going to put out big money in some way, and it could be to purchase something in particular. Like it could be a property, it could be a car, it could be a generator for your home, it could be anything like a big technology, like big tech, like computers, or maybe recording devices, or security systems for your property or home, things of that nature. Some of you will have the blessing of learning some important and new skills that will help you as the world is changing. Because I believe this is a world-changing eclipse. And so, whatever skills that you are learning now, that could help you. Like maybe it's self-defense. Maybe it is how to till land, how to build structures, how to dig wells, or, I don't know what, but I don't know what it is per se, but whatever you're learning now, over the next 3 to 6 months and up to a year, it will be amazingly beneficial to you as this world changes, as we move forward. Some of you, the blessing is going to be you're starting a family, or your family is growing. So you could be having kids, grandkids. You could have people in your life that, like if you have kids, they could be marrying other people. you know, growing, whatever way growing your family means to you. Some of you are going to start a business and it's going to catapult to success. Even if it feels like it's wonky or slow to start, or you find it a little confusing, or if you're like, oh, I don't know if I should do that now because of the eclipse or Mercury retrograde or whatever. I still feel like if you start working on it or get it going over the next 3, 6 months or up to a year, it's going to be a great success for you. So now I'm going to give you the 3 cautions for the fire signs. Something you're doing, you need more practice time. If you're entering any kind of competition or something that you would need, like maybe you're doing a performance, maybe you're singing or dancing, or you're going to practice, you're doing a martial arts demonstration or match, or something in sports that you're going to do, or something else, a speech, anything like that, a class you want to teach, you need more practice. So if you feel like, yeah, I'm ready, my guides are saying you're really not totally ready yet. You need more practice in whatever this is. Wow, you fire signs need to really be careful and watch out of violent behavior from somebody. This could be somebody you're close to, but it really could be if you're out and about in the world and you see somebody starting to spout off and do something loud, crazy, saying some nutty stuff, you need to get away. Get away from them. Don't watch. Don't watch. Don't intervene. I wouldn't. I would get as far away from that situation as possible, because I see somebody, like, in my mind, my guides are showing me a couple of things. They're showing me somebody that looks disheveled. And I also see the Tasmanian devil next to it. Like, do you know that cartoon, the Tasmanian devil? That was from, I think they still have Looney Tunes playing somewhere around the world. But it's like that energy, but it's like the person is like, and all the, you know how when Taz would spin around, it was like a little whirlwind hurricane and stuff would fly out, and, you know, but I see a person behaving this way, and they're saying stuff and they're yelling stuff, and they're, you know, they're a loose cannon, they're angry, and they're acting crazy. You got to be careful when you see that. Get away from it, really. And I joke around like saying, I'm not your aunt, I'm not your mom, I'm not your sister. Yeah, okay. But in this case, I'm not even going to say that. You need to listen to me. You need to listen to that, because you may be transfixed. Like, what the heck is going on over there? Why is that person As soon as you see it, you need to exit, okay? I don't know what they're going to do, but, you know, maybe they're going to throw stuff. I don't know that they have any deadly weapon. I'm not saying that. I'm saying something they're doing, it's like crazy town, and you don't want to get in the mix of whatever's happening there. So keep that in mind. That is a big warning or caution for the fire signs that have fire as their sun, moon, or rising sign element. You got to be careful of getting sucked into drama, and somebody could turn around and try to make you a scapegoat. So don't let that happen. If somebody is, I can see in my mind, my guides are showing me 2 scenarios. One is at like work or in a business related sense, and the other is in a family related sense. But it could even be in a friendship sense too. But I see somebody feeling like the heat is on them. The heat is on them, and they want to divert this heat, and they want to either, one, suck you into the drama, or two, blame you for the drama, but like point the problem at you and say it was your fault, or both. So think about that. That's a tricky one. You know, these eclipses are not, this is not a minor eclipse. So, you know, I can't tell you everything sunshine, lollipops, gumdrops, and roses. I can't. I mean, some of these messages are pretty good, but these cautions and warnings, I feel, have more oomph to them, more punch to them than usual. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of air. You may feel like you're out of your element. You may feel like you're kind of like a fish out of water with the energies of this eclipse. And remember, these eclipse effects can last for 6 months or up to a year, but it could be the strongest, like the days around the eclipse and the month of the eclipse could be the strongest. I see some of you going through quiet time and reflection, and really turning inward and really trying to figure out what it is you want to do with your life, like planning the next steps of what you want to do. Some of you air signs are going to have sleepless nights or lose a lot of sleep. Could be the days around the eclipse, could last 6 months or up to a year. Some of you are going to try very hard to cement something and get it written down on paper, like documentation or contracts or things that you want to make solid and permanent, either through legalities, through paperwork, or for, you know, could even be things you literally want to cement, like a driveway or a clothesline into the ground, or a pole or a flagpole or something that you may literally want to cement. Some of you are going to feel more compelled to help people. You may feel like you want to go out of your way for friends or family or even strangers. You may be donating money for a cause or even getting involved in some kind of charitable group or fundraising organization. Some of you air signs are going to turn over a new leaf, and you will stop something that is like unpleasant or driving other people crazy. Maybe you don't even know that you do it and that it does drive other people crazy. So if you swear, look, I'm not opposed to swearing, okay? But I'm just saying this is the way the message comes up. Like if you swear, you're going to stop swearing. Or if you smoke or gamble or drink or something else, you're going to like discontinue it. You're going to say, I'm stopping doing it. Some of you air signs will find a potential love partner over the course of the next 3, 6 months, or up to a year. Now, here are the 3 cautions for the air signs. Some of you, weird, sleep is coming up again. Some of you need more sleep, and you need to go to bed earlier than what you do or sleep longer than what you do. And if you have any trouble with sleeping, you may want to look into taking melatonin or some other natural thing that you find out or hear of that can help you sleep. Some of you air signs really need to watch out because any pig-headed, stubborn, or controlling natures that you may have is going to be actually aggravated and accentuated over the next 6 months or up to a year. And that maybe it won't bother you, but it's going to be unpleasant for those around you and that who are dealing with you. And some of you need to be cautious because you could be like a workaholic. You could be like working too much, not taking enough time for rest, recuperation, relaxation. If you're somebody that's retired and you don't work, it could be too much work at home, like too much dusting and cleaning and you know, going overboard, like caring for kids, grandkids, like working too much in some way. But for many of you, it is, that will apply the most strongly, obviously, if you own your own business or if you work for another, you know, you have a job and you work for another business or company, like working too much, overworking. Maybe you're even taking on extra hours and saying, I'll work overtime, I'll do this or that. It's going to catch up with you. It's going to be detrimental to your, either your mental, emotional, or physical health. So I hope this reading was of help to you and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you did like it, and share it with others if you feel it was worth sharing. And subscribe to this channel, and make sure if you're subscribed that you hit that notification bell when you do subscribe, or even if you're subscribed, maybe you never hit that notification bell. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube, because I want to tell you, I get comments every now and then under the videos where people are like, oh, here you are. Where have you been? I'm like, I'm always here. I'm here at the beginning of the month. I'm here in the middle of the month. I'm here at the end of the month. I mean, new moons, full moons, mid-month updates, and psychic tarot readings. I'm here a lot. So for people that aren't seeing these videos out of nowhere and are like, they're coming up out of nowhere, you need to hit that notification bell. That could possibly help. So if you would like to get any of the special Vimeo videos that I record, looking at a variety of very specific topics using different divination tools, you can access these videos by clicking on any of the links down below in the description box in the Show More section. And these videos are also, the links are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. The most recently recorded video series is my solar eclipse in Aries, just like I did here for you with the crystal, but over on Vimeo, I did a psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading, and I pull a gemstone crystal for you at the end to what will help you through the eclipse for each sign of the zodiac. So if you'd like to see how this, more specifically than what I can give you right here in this crystal reading, you may want to go check those out. And I highly recommend getting, if you can get your rising sign and your sun sign is the best way to go. But if you just want to get one, go by what usually resonates with you here on YouTube, or if you're watching me on Rumble. So also my other eclipse series, my full moon, it's called The Eclipse Effects from the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, March 25th, 2024, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card reading. Remember, these eclipses are going to last up to 6 months or up to a year, so you may want to really check these out. People often say to me the eclipse readings really resonate with them. A lot of people feel like they're private readings, so I hope you'll decide to check them out. Also, my psychic crystal readings for April 2024 are available on Vimeo, which is like an expansion or an extension of the psychic tarot readings that I do for each month. So you may want to check that out and see what additional messages and predictions my guide said for your zodiac sign through the crystal. And also my big love readings for 2024 for singles and couples. If you want to see what's going to happen in your love life, I recommend if you can get your sun sign and your rising sign. Some people, you know, moon sign is emotions. So you may even want to get your moon sign, but I don't want to, you know, if you don't find your moon sign normally resonates with you, then don't do that. But some people do. So you may want to check those love readings out. The first half of the reading is for single people of your sign. The second half of the reading is for coupled people of your sign. But I recommend you watch the entire video because there will be crossover of messages that will apply to singles and couples going both directions. So You might want to check that out. There's other video links down below. I'm not going to name them all. Please feel free to check them out. And remember, when you purchase these Vimeo videos that I record, not only are you getting my guides, psychic predictions, and messages for you, you're also helping to support this channel. I do not sponsor other products on this channel. I sponsor my own work. And when you purchase those videos, you help me to keep this channel going. So I do thank you so much, and I do appreciate it. So thank you for supporting this channel. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here in a video format, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and on X at the Lucky Mermaid. Sorry, excuse me. On X at the Lucky Mermaid. Also, I'm on Instagram at the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel. I don't use that very much anymore because there were way too many scammers, and they're still on there copying my pictures and pretending they're me. And I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody contacts you out of the blue and says, oh, I get these vibes about you and I want to give you the, it's all a load of BS. I only contact people on my wait list and my cancellations list for private readings. I do not even have WhatsApp. People are contacting people on WhatsApp and other platforms I do not use. But I found the scammers really hot and heavy over there on Instagram, so I don't go on there very much. You can find my posts on the YouTube community pages, Facebook, and also on X. Occasionally I'll post on Instagram, but it's rare these days. Also, if you would like to help support this channel by making a donation, there is a link down below under all the video series links that is connected to PayPal. Thank you very much to those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to this channel. It does help me a lot, and it also means a lot to me. So thank you so much for that. So I hope you have absolutely, simply amazing energy that comes to you from this new moon solar eclipse in Aries. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.